Hello, my lovely, lovely Libras. First things first, apologies if there's like random noises in the background. I can hear both neighbours on both sides, and some of them are doing DIY and playing music, so you may be able to hear that in the background. What I am getting for you today is this very much this Queen of Swords energy, but it's very internal. I don't know if you're presenting as the Queen of Swords because they keep on showing me the Queen of Cups. So there's something to do with this softness, like you presenting in a very soft way. You can see that almost like her cloak and her dress, this kind of soft fabric, and they kind of blend in with the clouds here. So you may be presenting in this kind of very soft, going with the flow, gentle energy, but you can see quite how firmly she is holding on to that enormous sword there, which must be very, very heavy and weighty, but she's managing to hold it very, very steady. So it's almost like mentally you are trying to be you're almost trying to be very, very stoic, or you are very stoic. So you could be dealing with people or situations where you're going for that softly approach. Maybe you're talking to people, you seem like very friendly, and underneath you're kind of analyzing the conversation, you're picking up clues. It's coming across as you want to know the details of a situation. I got the word sharp focus as I was tuning into your energy, sharp focus. So I don't know if this means that you're being very sharp focused. I also heard laser focus. So there could be something to do with photography, that kind of like soft blur that they put sometimes on like romantic movie scenes where there's something to do with like focus, because you can actually see here as well with this card, it's kind of mottled. It's not really, you can't really see the details, like she's holding something there, but I can't tell what it is. So there's something to do with wanting to see the details or trying to focus in on the details of something. So I'll leave that there because I can't really pick up any more than that without sort of starting to guess at things. What's that? What have I wrote there? Just steadiness. Whatever image. Oh, you may be a little bit concerned about your image, or you may be looking under the surface of someone else's image. So it's something to do with what's being presented, and you wanting to know the details of what's behind what's being presented. Yeah, so you're in a very analytical place right now, I would say. In that kind of, sorry, something made me jump. In that kind of Libra sharp mind. They were showing me again a prism. Again, this could be something to do with photography or images. Perhaps you work with images somehow. They're showing me now flat screens like computer screens and TV screens. They're made up of like lots and lots of tiny little crystals. This is how they work. This is how they project the image. So I get this a lot with Libra, this thing about kind of refracting light. So it's like you're taking the pure white light, right, that's shining through the prism, and going back to like high school physics lessons, and you're breaking it up into its component parts, right? It turns into a rainbow. So something to do with you being able to look at the components of a situation, like through that. I don't know. It could be something, it could be a lot of different things, but this is kind of what they're showing me. So let's get you a song on camera and let's see what they've got for you. The song that's currently playing is So Alive by Ryan Adams. Not Brian Adams, Ryan Adams. So that may be relevant to you as well, but let's get you a song on camera. So a song for Libra's reading, please. A song for Libra's reading today. Love Will Tear Us Apart by Joy Division. That came through for somebody. Who was it? Hang on, I'm just going back over my notes. The Octopus reading. I did a set of Tell Me Anything or Pick a Card type readings over the weekend, and I channeled that song for the Octopus. So if you resonate with that reading, there could be something going on there. Love Will Tear Us Apart by Joy Division. Love Will Tear Us Apart. I'm just making a note of the song. Joy Division. Division. Tear Us Apart. Division. Okay. I'm going to listen to that off camera a second. I'm going to have a look at the behind the lyrics, and I'm just going to see what else I get from that. And then we'll start to pull you a few cards. So I'll be back with you in a second. I don't know if you also want to pause and kind of go and look up the song and the lyrics and the video and see what you get from it as well. But I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so trigger warning. Behind the lyrics, it talks about this song. They're actually from Manchester Joy Division. It's a Manchester band, which is where I'm from, so that's interesting. I didn't realise that. But the song itself, the lead singer wrote it when he was married, and his relationship with his wife had kind of started to deteriorate. This is what it says in behind the lyrics. And they felt like they were growing apart. So it says he came to a fork in the road and he had a choice to make. He started having an affair with this journalist, and I feel like the choice was maybe, do I stay in my marriage, or do I end the marriage and move towards this new relationship? But sadly he took his own life. So it could be that this choice was overwhelming him. He clearly wasn't happy. Maybe he didn't want to hurt his wife by ending the relationship. It feels like, I'm projecting, but I think what I'm trying to say and what I want to get across here is that that's never the right choice. We all get to points in our life where, everything feels impossible and everything feels too hard and too overwhelming. And it's almost like we get to a point where we're so stressed or so miserable that we think, right, we're just going to end this, right? I would say if you are in that point, or you feel like somebody who is in that point, definitely reach out to them, and if you're that person, reach out to family, friends, speak to someone. It says that his bandmates had no idea what he was going through. They didn't talk about it, and I think if only he'd talked about it, they could have advised him, they could have given him a bit of moral support, it could have given him a chance. Sometimes just talking about what we're going through allows us to process and kind of move forward with those thoughts and feelings. So I don't think, just please don't do that. Please don't do what he did. If you're watching this and you're feeling like you're in that place, our lives are always changing. That wheel of fortune is always turning. We don't know what's further along the road. We don't know what's going to happen in a month, a week, a year. So things can change unexpectedly, for better or for worse, right? So give the universe a chance, is what I'm saying. Don't end it here. Please don't. And yeah, just, I don't know, let's see what the reading has to say. Obviously, do reach out to people, whether that's family, friends, the health service, charities, helplines, whoever, there's always someone you can reach out to, even if you feel like there isn't. Opportunities will come up for you. But yeah, I just want to encourage people to talk and to reach out, or even just to write down your feelings. Sometimes that can help you get through them, to work through them, and then put them away. And say to yourself, I'm going to reread this letter next week, and then see if anything's changed. That can help as well. Interesting, the Oracle of Delphi is right on the bottom of that deck there. Okay. Libra, please. Libra, please. The treasure. That's so funny. I swear I watched a Libra reading where they were talking about finding the treasure this week. It was like it was in the title. I need to go back and find that reading because I can't remember what it was about, but finding the treasure. And this is the thing, this is exactly what I was saying, because the meaning of this card, right, is that we don't know what's around the corner. They're showing me an image from that set of readings that I did where it's like a winding road, but it goes off the edge of the card, and so you can't really see everything that's on the road ahead of you. And this has a similar meaning. It's kind of like the Five of Cups, if you're familiar with that card from the tarot, where someone's kind of crying over the situation that didn't work out, but they're not seeing the new opportunity that's right around the corner. So very similar. So the Two of Keys, you can see he's been robbed. He's looking at this treasure chest, all the possessions he's lost, everything's scattered on the floor. He's in shock. He's in despair. He's like, I can't believe this has happened. But on the table behind him is this tiny treasure box that has been overlooked, and you can see the light glowing from within it. So it's like he's got his back turned to the real treasure because he's too busy crying over, the loss of material things. So I will read from the card at the end of this reading as your advice, but I think there's a hidden treasure that you're possibly not aware of. What's on the underlying? The lightning bolt. Something else that was coming through from that set of readings was the ability to stay calm in the center of a storm, to stay... So I'm seeing this is your energy, Libra. Again, with that sword down the center of the card there and the lightning down the center of this card. It's something about holding steady when the Tower moment hits, holding steady when chaos happens around you, being very firm. So the lightning is hitting the tree, and yes, the lightning can damage the tree, but it's also, the electricity can travel through it and ground and... What is it trying to say to me in the Ark of the Covenant? So yeah, be in the eye of the storm. Stay clear and focused and stable if there's something happening around you. But the lightning bolt also talks about clarity. The way I'm seeing it is the lightning's coming down and it's hitting the sword. So it's funny, I was getting all this stuff about Tesla as well the other day. So something to do with, it's like this, see? Because the swords, the Ace of Swords in the tarot, which is what the Queen of Swords is holding, she's utilising the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is something, a gift from the divine, a moment of divine inspiration, an idea, something that's communicated, a truth that's spoken. So there could be something going on. Maybe somebody's going to communicate something with you, or you're going to communicate something to somebody else, and it's going to be like a light bulb moment. I'm really getting Nikola Tesla very, very strongly. Did he do the light bulbs? That was Edison, I think, wasn't it? Tesla was the coil and the cage, wasn't he? So what's this? The thing that I was getting about Tesla the other day, I can't remember what I was listening to it on, but they were talking about how the FBI seized all his paperwork. Oh, it was a conspiracy theory podcast about Donald Trump and Baron Trump, because I kept seeing the name Baron as well after I heard this. So they're trying to tell me something. Now, I'm not buying into conspiracy theories exactly, but what they're referencing to me here is something to do with this conspiracy theory that Donald Trump's grandfather, who was also called Baron Trump, apparently led the FBI investigation into Nikola Tesla's work. And Nikola Tesla's work involved a lot of stuff to do with electricity and how to harness electricity for the greater good. I believe he was a very religious man. I might be getting him confused with the other guy. I get my scientists confused, but there's probably a reason for it if I am confusing them. I think he wanted to do something about free electricity, or he had like the basis for Wi-Fi or something like this, and also time travel. So the conspiracy theory is Donald Trump's grandfather came back in time and he's now Donald Trump's son because they've got the same name. So that's a little bit far-fetched, but there could definitely be something to do with trade secrets, or whether or not you want to develop technology, because if it's free, if electricity is free, then power companies don't make money from it. So something to do with like corporate secrets, trade secrets, truth, NDAs, clarity, divine inspiration, right? Ideas coming from above that can become part of the earthly, that can benefit mankind. Where do ideas come from? Where do innovations come from? I'm talking philosophy here. So whatever you believe, you're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe here. It's ideas. But this is what I was saying about the focus, laser focus. Okay. There's definitely something about conspiracies, because I've also been watching a Netflix documentary about Jeffrey Epstein. And I was thinking to myself, he went after these vulnerable girls because they were vulnerable, because they didn't know what to do in the situation, according to the documentary. So, he wouldn't have been attracted to people who are Queen of Swords energy, because the Queen of Swords is someone who's mature, very intelligent, very logical, cuts out the bullshit, so he wouldn't have been able to manipulate a Queen of Swords. Therefore, and this isn't victim blaming, by the way, it's talking about why he targeted the girls that he did and didn't target, intelligent women who would have been a more appropriate choice for a man of his age, and wealth and background. So because they would have absolutely tore him apart. There you go, love will tear us apart. Okay. Maybe some of you are lawyers, right? Maybe some of you are looking into some sort of investigation. Okay. I mean, you are the Justice card in the Tarot. It's just interesting. I was really drawn to the Queen of Swords today for you. So can I get an energy, please, for Libra's reading? The Buffalo and the Underlying. That's like the Wounded Warrior card for me there. The Nightingale, which way, please? Good, thank God for that. And the Whale. Okay, yeah, things are coming to the surface. The whole of that set of readings that I did, the Tell Me Anything readings that I did over the weekend, which absolutely wore me out. I did so many of them. The whole thing about that was there was a line in one of the songs that said, it's always darkest before the dawn. So this is like when the lightning bolt hits, when that moment of realization hits, when something becomes public and it's chaos. Look at the lightning bolt behind the buffalo, right? It's like somebody's been through something, and it's been really wearing on them. It's been a tough journey on them. It's been really difficult for them, and I feel like they're waiting for this Tower moment to come in. I'm just noticing the purple as well on the lightning of both of these cards. Okay, this is going to be a weird reading. Can you see the purpley colours here? Like the purpley pinks. And pink and... Look, oh my God, look at my crystals. So pink is associated with like love and compassion and friendship and all these positive social qualities. And the purple is intuition, spiritualism. And it's the lightning bolt that's bringing in this energy. And it's like right down the center, right? So it's splitting something in two. So, and I feel like it's coming into you. Yeah, it's you and this buffalo. I feel like it could be the buffalo I feel like this could be the buffalo. I don't know if this is you. But you're receiving the information. Okay, one of the things with tarot is the way that it comes through. It comes through as a very big, dramatic narrative. And a lot of the time it's something a lot more, it's like turn down the energy and make it more grounded and not as dramatic, right? Normally it's never as dramatic as it sounds in the reading, is what I'm trying to say, but it could be in this scenario. But yeah, the Nightingale, they sing in the new day. They sing when dawn is about to break. So this could be some kind of alert system. They're showing me canaries in a mine, like a warning. Yeah, canaries in the mine. Miners used to take canaries down because there was poisonous gases that could occur in the mines, and if the canary passed out or passed away, it was a sign that there was poisonous gas there and they had to get out of the mine. So I'm seeing the Nightingale in a similar way as a canary today. They're showing me now the canary from Birds of Prey, the character, but she sings something about singing. So, I'm sorry, it's like bizarre reading, but they're both looking up. So the Nightingale sings in the new dawn, the new day, a new life for me. And the Whale is something that's surfacing. So it can be like secrets coming up, somebody who has been very down. I'm connecting this with the buffalo. somebody who has been very worn out by something that's been a long process. It could be somebody who's been dealing with a court system. It could be that someone's been under some sort of NDA where they've been dealing with contracts and they've not been able to say something. They've been kind of silenced, not necessarily in a bad way, but it could be like there's some kind of court process going on. You know, like if you're part of a jury, you wouldn't be able to, you know, tell everybody. You wouldn't be able to talk about it. You wouldn't be able to watch the news. You have to kind of like go radio silent on anything connected to the case. So it could be that somebody's been dealing with some sort of court case, like they're a witness or they're connected to it somehow, they're the jury. And it's been a long trial. It's been a long process. It doesn't have to be this, but it could be applied to different scenarios. This is just how it's coming through. And it's like finally the court case is over, it's finalized, and this person's able to talk about their experience, and everybody's kind of shocked. So, you know, it could be like there's a bit of a storm when all of this breaks, but you're the calm, or you're speaking some sort of truth, or there's some sort of warning sign that this is coming to an end, because you're trying to, I see this is your energy, but you could swap it. You could be this energy as well. Oh, there's something to do with oysters as well. I keep getting oyster references. A friend in work as well mentioned oysters, which kind of freaked me out because I was like, why are you talking about oysters now? But I was, where else did I see it? The Blue Oyster Cult, that Don't Fear the Reaper song, played this morning. And then there was another oyster reference, like oyster cards. I keep getting oysters anyway. They were showing me like the oyster shell behind the Queen of Cups. So oysters for something it could be connected somehow. Sorry, this is like, it's good. Whatever this is, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good because it'll clear the storm. Will clear the air, right? And the truth will be revealed. And then people can move on, right? Hopefully. Okay. I just heard you won't get away with it. So emotionally then, for Libra, we're talking for Libra. Emotionally for Libra, we're going to do past, present and future. Past emotions for Libra. Whoa, that is a lot. Which way, please? Which way, please? Okay. I'm gonna pull all the cards and then we're gonna go over them. Yeah, there's definitely something funny going on. Okay, current emotions for Libra. Okay. Future emotions for Libra. Future emotions for Libra, please. So you've got the Four of Swords there. The Fool. Yeah, okay, yeah, definitely a new start, right? New dawn, new day. It's a new life for me with the Fool card there. Definitely moving on from something after a period of kind of being in your head about something, being in kind of that Four of Swords, needing to heal energy. Back here, you've got some kind of blockage or hold up, or this. I don't like this King of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Wands on the underline there. Yeah, because I'm seeing you as being quite strong through this. Just watch that you keep your temper. I mean, the Queen of Wands, she has a lot of self-control. So, okay. So we're going to go to your thoughts. Past thoughts, future thoughts. No, sorry. Past thoughts, current thoughts, future thoughts. Past thoughts, please. Which way? Right. So we've got a King and Queen of Pentacles, but the King of Pentacles is in reverse. Current thoughts, please. Which way? Okay. Four of Swords again. Four of Swords, Four of Swords. And the Devil in reverse. Yeah, no, it's the Nine of Swords. Oh my God. And you are absolutely, you are mentally processing something that's been quite toxic for you. Future thoughts, please. Future thoughts. You could have a lot of anxiety or stress or even depression here. So like, as I say, do please, the Nightingale is telling you that if you're in a bad place right now, you're going to be going to a better place. You're going to be, not metaphorically, but Like, you know, please do not do anything. Sorry, I'm getting something. The Nightingale says things will get better. If you, whatever you're going through now with this Nine of Swords, Devil in reverse, Four of Swords energy, I feel like you need to know that things are going to improve. I think you already are starting to feel it, because this Four of Swords is a woman who's up. She's like up and she's ready to fight. She's ready to battle. She's not lying down and taking this. She's not lying down and withering away. This is somebody who's up, right? You're the Queen of Swords. You're not going to kind of... You're not going down without a fight, is the way it's coming through. Future... Thank you. Oh, King of Pentacles in the upright. Okay. Very, very interesting. And the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, something about time. With that buffalo, there is definitely something about something that's taken a lot of time. You know, the Seven of Pentacles talks about planting seeds, watching them grow, and then harvesting the rewards. So I do feel like you've gone through... Maybe this is you with the seed here, the seed of an idea. But it's taken time to mature. So there could have been something with this King of Pentacles where this King of Pentacles didn't show up or wasn't able to show up at this point, but here he is with that the big pentacle that's kind of grown over here. This is, you've got counterpart energy here, or it's you balancing out the masculine and feminine within you. Something about taking time. Okay, I've been I felt the urge. Oh, look, some card told you things were getting better. I got the urge to use the to switch out the decks a little bit. So the Tarot Deluna, I've stopped using that this week, and I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot for the action space, because just to kind of say though, if you're he, she, or they, it doesn't matter how you identify too much in regards to the characters that are on this reading. So I'm reading for Libran energy. If you feel like you want to switch the roles around, and I'm talking about your person instead of you, if you're cross-watching or whatever, then you feel free to do that. But it's mostly women on this deck. But just because it's women on this deck, it's not. It's more about the energy of the card rather than the gender of the person on the card. I just kind of want you to be aware of that. The past action space, please, for Libra. There she is. I knew she was going to come out. The Queen of Cups. And with the oyster, right? Current action. Woo. Magician. Look at you, Libra. You have got this. You have absolute... Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Magician. Libra, you're mega, right? Future action space, please, for Libra. Oh... Strength in reverse and justice. Look, that is incredible. You've got in your action space, you've got 3 major arcana and 1 major character card. That is quite... This is a pretty... There's a lot of energy in this reading. You've got justice, strength, magician, devil, fool, hangman. So all of those are major arcana. That tells me there's something big and important going on. And you've got a lot of character cards. You've got the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles twice, and the Queen of Pentacles. And that's you there. That's your card, Justice, with your sword raised at the end of all this. You know, coming out of it on the other side, getting good karma because you've acted well. There's 10 of Pentacles there as well. 10 of Pentacles, this tells me it could be something involving work. Again, I'm getting like contracts, legal systems. It could be family, household. The King and Queen of Pentacles is normally married in the tarot. It could be, again, it can indicate a marriage, a long-term commitment. It can represent business partners, people who work together, bosses, parents. So yeah, this talks of family or workplace here. It's like wealth, material things shared with others, over generations as well. Okay, what is this? What's underneath there? 5 of Cups. Libra, you're reading. I'm sat here going, what is this? Because I'm a Libra and I'm thinking, what on earth is happening? I'm going to take a minute to think this through, and then I'll kind of be back with you to tell you what I'm getting. So go and get your cup of tea if you want it, and yeah, and join me back here in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to start with these two queens. So this queen is in your thoughts, and this queen is your thoughts, and this queen is your action space. So I'm seeing them both as you. So in your action space, I feel like you were in the past very, very emotionally stable. Like you had a real handle on your emotions. Now that doesn't mean that you didn't have emotional moments. It doesn't mean that you were really happy or anything like that. It just means that you were in tune with how you were feeling. You were self-aware. You understood that, you know, some days you need to cry it out, and that's okay. Some days you need to kind of be quite solitary, and that's okay. So this is you recognizing your emotions and being very mature in the way that you express them. The Queen of Cups is very expressive, and the way that you ride those waves, if you like. You can see that she's grounded. She's not actually in the water. She's on earth. She's grounded. So yeah, very stable emotionally, but very, very capable of expressing how you feel. Now the Queen of Cups, I've pulled it out of the deck. They were showing me as I was tuning in. I did mention the Queen of Cups and this oyster shell that she sits in. You can see there's also shells on the floor there as well. I think you tried to come to somebody's rescue, or you tried to offer somebody emotional support. I think you extended yourself to someone, because in your thoughts, this Queen of Pentacles here, this is somebody who is trying to be very practical, very nurturing, very grounded. It's kind of like a mother energy. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles together, this is like, how do I support you? How do I... you know, I want to put in the work. I want to make the effort here. I want to build something, and create a safe, loving environment. And I do feel like, because both queens are expressive, they take action, they reveal things, you know, they're open. So I feel like you're quite open about what you wanted from a situation. So yeah, I think you expressed concern or feelings, or a desire to support somebody, because, and I think this person saw you as being quite angelic, because the way that when I was tuning into the energy, and I was talking about right at the start of the reading where I was saying internally you're in this Queen of Swords energy. You're very like very analytical, very intelligent, very stoic, but you are presenting as being very soft. So I think somebody has seen you as this, because this is the actual image that they were showing me, and I didn't pull it out and I didn't say, because I thought I'm a Libra, I don't want to be saying, oh yeah, I'm an angel, you know. But this is the card that they were showing me at the start of the reading. So I think you've come in like this kind of some of you could be like nurses or something like this, but you've come in as kind of like somebody's angel, you know, somebody's the person that somebody needed at a certain time. So you've come in trying to this cup is like ambrosia or something to me today. It's like there's something in this cup that's nurturing, you know, it's sustaining, it's restorative. Yeah, you're trying to nurture someone. It's like you're coming in as I don't know if I want to pull another card out, but the Four of Cups, if you're familiar with the imagery of that card, somebody's kind of sulking. They kind of it's a man, he's kind of lay against a tree. There's 3 cups on the ground, and he's kind of over it. He's not really interested in love, friendship, emotions, social things anymore. He's kind of like quite withdrawn, quite tired, quite withdrawn. This is this buffalo that you're dealing with, and you've gone in almost like as this divine this divine creature, offering that 4th cup. And the 4th cup on the Four of Cups card is a hand coming in that's like from the universe. It's a divinely guided person who's coming in to support and nourish you. So you have been, whether you're aware of it or not, you have been almost sent to somebody as their angel, as I kind of like, again, I'm a Libra, so I don't want to kind of come in saying like, oh, I'm an angel. It's not. I've got to read what comes through, right? And it's actually embarrassing to me that I'm a Libra and I'm saying this, but it does come through that you, whether you are aware of it or not, the universe has put you in front of somebody at the right time, the right space, because that person needed you to do this. That person needed you to show them love, because I think they were in a dark place and they needed to know that somebody cared. And it could have just been, you could have just been doing you. You could have just been your normal, gorgeous Libra self, kind of going around, checking in on friends, you know, saying, if you need me, let me know, that kind of lovely, warm, like happy to love, happy to help, happy to be supportive, like genuinely caring heart that Libra tends to have. So you could have just been doing your normal thing, but this person was noticed when they needed to be noticed, I think. So that's gorgeous. So yeah, you were expressing love, whether that's a romantic love or you know, just a friend, a family member saying, I'm here if you need me, that kind of thing. This is you being gorgeously stable. Thinking about how do you are, like I was saying, it's like you're being very practical though. Underneath you're going, right, what do I need to do? You know, something about, like, it could be career, getting money together, doing something. This is you thinking about, how do I do something practical in this situation? But up here in your emotions, this is the confusing part for me, because emotionally, I think that you feel very, very stuck, very guarded. You don't want to be taken advantage of. You're trying to see something from a different perspective, but I more feel like this King of Pentacles is somebody that you're dealing with, because they've shown up again, because you're showing as this feminine energy. You know, this is, again, whether you're he, she, they, it doesn't matter. You're the Queen is a character, not a gender. So you're showing as being this nurturing, open, giving energy. This energy here, the Four of Pentacles, is my Scrooge card. You can see he's kind of holding on to his money, very, very guarded. The door is shut. He doesn't want to share. So this is somebody who, like, is very guarded, that they're holding on. It's the holding on card as well. So holding back, holding on, being secretive, being guarded. I was sort of talking about this kind of like, it's like this buffalo hasn't been able to speak for some reason. There's been something going on here where this person hasn't been able to take action, or they haven't been able to speak, like they're all tied up in something. And I think intuitively, because this is in your emotions, you kind of know this. I think you sensed this, that something was wrong with somebody. Could be something to do with work, could be a father figure, but they're in the reverse. Now this is not good. Can be somebody who's greedy, somebody who's controlling, somebody who's not very good at day-to-day tangible things. You know, the King of Pentacles in the upright is somebody who's, you know, very dependable, very mature, good at career. They look after the house and home and family. You know, a lovely fatherly, dependable energy. You know, somebody who you can go to for good advice. But in the reverse, they're not this. They're you know, greedy, too interested in money and nothing else. Could be too focused on career and neglecting the family life, or, you know, vice versa. They could be neglecting the career. There's something wrong with this guy here. Very, very guarded. Yeah, with it being like the Four of Pentacles, I think this person's kind of something to do with their money, something to do with the finances or career or money, and holding on to material things, all tied up. And then this crow's trying to bring in this pentacle here. So you're trying to be very grounded and practical and take care of the day-to-day. It could be that you were looking after the house, and this, you know, this could be your partner. You were looking after the house and this person wasn't. You know, this person was always at work, never around. But this feeling of being like holding on or guarded or stuck, with whatever that was. So you were dealing with that in an emotional place. I mean, it could be you. It could be you feeling Like you could be feeling like you don't have a grip on career and finances. So you're mentally trying to think, right, how do I get a handle on this? Worried about saving money, trying to see something from a different perspective, looking at things from all different angles, or emotionally feeling quite stuck, like you don't have enough money to do what you want to do. So do take that as it resonates. This is confusing to me. So moving on to the current space, I'm going to go straight for the center here because this is a big deal. My video cut out at the 40-minute mark. So this is, you've really been with the Four of Swords in your emotions and the Nine of Swords in your headspace with the Devil in reverse. You have absolutely been in a very difficult mental space. This is a huge amount of stress, anxiety, depression, anything to do with mentally torturing yourself. Normally the Four of Swords, this is somebody who's bedridden. So this tells me that, she's in a bed as well. This is like when your thoughts get the better of you, when your stress, your anxieties are too much to deal with, and you have to take a time out. You have to go, you could get ill, because you're so mentally stressed. So you can see she's trying to protect her heart space as well here, and she's quite trapped as well, trapped by her own thoughts. This owl here symbolizes knowledge. So there could be something that came into you. Or no, I feel like, again, I was saying, like, it's like you want to know the details. There's some kind of knowledge that you don't have access to. That owl is outside the window. So there's something that you should know, but you're being blocked from knowing it. So you've got a lot of anxiety over it because it's like you don't know what's going on, right? And with this devil, the devil card, I'm so glad it's in the reverse, because in the upright, this would tell me there's some kind of something toxic here, like your thoughts are getting the better of you. In the reverse, I feel like whatever this, it could be obsessive thoughts, thinking obsessively about something because you don't know the details. So sort of like a mystery that you really want to solve, like really trying to understand something and getting quite obsessive about it. But I feel like whatever this is, sometimes that Four of Swords energy is a necessary phase so that you can really process something and really come to terms with something. For me personally, I have actually just been through this Four of Swords, Nine of Swords energy in relation to concern about my parents' health. And for me, the devil in reverse is me wanting to cut out alcohol from my life. I'm not an alcoholic, but I definitely rely on alcohol when I'm stressed, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm trying not to drink. I'm doing quite well. I'm quite proud of myself. So yeah, for me, I've just had that, and that's how it manifested into my life. So take that if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But the lovely thing about this Four of Swords in your emotional space is, like, emotionally, you're ready to get up again. You're ready to fight. You can see that she's actually got one of these swords in her hands, and she's not laying in bed anymore. So with this devil in reverse, I feel like you've got over some sort of hurdle here. I think you've learned some kind of life lesson. You may have had that light bulb moment, right? That's kind of come to you when it's like life has dealt you a blow. Possibly you've gone into a period of like isolation, of healing, of processing, had the light bulb moment, let go of something toxic, and you're coming back out the other side, is how it's coming through to me. So remember, the nightingale sings of the new day, right? You're coming out of the dark place, you're resurfacing. So just be aware of that. We did see the sun card as well, which is gorgeous. So in your action space, this is you saying, I'm going to take control of my life. I've got all the tools at my disposal. I've got all the skills I need to make things happen. So this is not lying around being a victim of the universe. This is somebody who picks themselves up and knows that they're being divinely guided as well. The magician takes the above and brings it down below, to make things happen in their life. So brilliant energy here for you. Libra, you are a badass. So in your future emotions, you're ready to take a leap of faith into something new, even if that means dropping all the burdens of the past. So this is all sort of saying, you can see that, all he's got is that little knapsack there. So this is saying, I'm ready for a complete new start in my life. I'm ready to let go of everything that doesn't serve me anymore. Anything toxic, anything that holds me back, I'm just going to let go. Even if that means that I have to start again with nothing. I know that I've got all the tools and the skills I need to build my life back up again. So absolutely ready to take a huge leap of faith here into a brand new fresh start. And yeah, just completely let go of everything that was toxic from the past. Mentally, now this could be you moving into King of Pentacles in energy. The King of Pentacles is more experienced, more mature than the Queen of Pentacles in terms of they've got a little bit more experience. So you could have learned some skills and now you're kind of like at the top of your game. I'm sorry about all the noise, by the way. You know, you're kind of, you could be become thinking, I want to be the boss, I want to run a company, I want to really kind of master something in my career. You know, if you're you could be thinking about becoming a father perhaps, or thinking of your own father for some reason. But yeah, he's looking to the future as well. So really, I feel like this is you at the top of your game with all the skills you need to succeed in life. Otherwise, this is a King of Pentacles. Now, it may be the same King of Pentacles or it may be a new King of Pentacles, but they are now in the upright. So if you were dealing with somebody in the past, either this is them returning, having learned some lessons and kind of dropping whatever that, I'm hearing BS, whatever that BS was back here that meant that they weren't cooperating. Now they're showing up, and now they're showing up as somebody who's very nurturing, very stable, very practical. You know, they've got a handle on all the kind of day-to-day things in the life. This is somebody who's dependable, where maybe they weren't in the past. For others of you, this is somebody filling the space that person should have stepped. You know, this person should have been there. This person should have been in the upright, but they weren't. So now you're going towards somebody who is. You know, somebody who is there for you. Somebody who isn't. You know. Whatever was going on with that person, this is somebody who's who you deserved all along, right? They're your counterpart. Now, just to say, these two are from the same deck and they're both showing up in your thoughts. So it could just be that you're thinking, I know what I deserve now. I know how I expect to be treated. I need somebody who's my equal, who is who's going to show up in the same way that I do, right? Business partner maybe, or life partner. I did see the marriage card. I'll just show you here. I was using the Kipper deck to try and figure out what was going on, and the marriage card was in the underlying. So, you know, don't get too excited, but we do have the contract card here, so marriage contracts possibly for some of you. But yeah, that looks really, really good. So great stuff. And that's all going on in your thoughts. And I feel like you're getting this new start, you're getting this new day because you've broken out of something that was toxic here. So moving into your action space in the future, Justice card in the upright, love it. Strength card in the underlying, in the reverse, sorry, I'm not so keen on. The Strength card in reverse tells me you may have a bit of a confidence crisis here. You may feel like you don't have the strength to do something, especially if something's been a really long drawn out process. You could really be getting, you know, you've only just recovered from whatever this is. So you may be rebuilding your strength, rebuilding your confidence after something that was very, like, this is like this card to me is like mental torture. It's like the worst things that our brain can do to us. So yeah, you're still kind of recovering from whatever this was and rebuilding that strength and confidence. So I'd love to see this in the upright for you, Libra. I really, really would. And I think you're on your way there because you are showing in so many places as being super strong. You have to be strong, right? You know, maybe you don't recognize how strong you actually are because, you know, you've defeated the devil. You've come out of Nine of Swords energy, defeated something that was toxic in your life, broken some sort of awful cycle. Shown as like the magician, like you're so strong. I just don't think you're aware of it. And I think when you are aware of it, you know, you're going to be able to conquer the world, quite frankly, Libra. This is beautiful energy. You basically, like, you've got all four queens here. You've got the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. That's Empress energy, and the Empress is your card. So you're definitely on your way to being the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. So try and remember that and try and keep that confidence from within. But we end with your card, the Justice card. I was kind of getting Judge Judy as well before, so it's funny. You know, it could be that you are signing a contract is closing. I'm being drawn to the curtain behind it. The curtain is the things that happen behind closed doors. So I do think with the sword being up, you're going to get the truth about a situation that maybe you were blocked from knowing. You didn't know the details of a situation before. I feel like the truth is coming to light for you. or at least you're going to get balance, you're going to get fair treatment. The scales are even here. So truth, communication, inspiration, honesty, action being taken, to balance the scales. If you've acted with high karma, which I can see that you have done, the scales are going to be balanced, at least fairly in your favor, right? The Justice card in the upright is really, really good. So balance is coming in. You're going to get stability. You're going to go somewhere new and fresh, stable. And I really would love to see that Strength card in the upright there. But yeah, hold on, because this is looking like it's going in a really, really good direction. Yeah, for some of you, it could definitely be you getting married to a King of Pentacles or Queen of Pentacles, whichever, you know, way you want to see it. These three cards together, ask any tarot card reader. That is like, that's either a business contract or a marriage, like normally when you're reading tarot. And remember that you showed up like that in someone's life. So you are such a valuable person. So please do try and remember that. Right, I'm going to read this treasure card. I think you're the treasure in this reading, honestly, Libra. Yeah, and then we'll get a song to close out your reading and you can go about your day. Okay, I've got 2 minutes to get this in. So, a man looks dejectedly at a smashed treasure chest in a room that obviously has been robbed and plundered. Behind him, a stream of light shines from below the lid of an unbroken chest that rests on a small table, the only piece of furniture in the room that hasn't been touched. This card represents a great loss or disappointment in your life right now. It could be the loss of a job, a relationship, or even an opportunity. But remember that this phase is temporary. It might take some time and effort to rally your forces to recover, which explains why the Strength card was in reverse. But there is a great deal of treasure within you that is always available. I'm sorry about my rumbly tummy. The little chest appears. The little chest represents that part of you that is filled with light. It isn't vulnerable, and it can never be lost or damaged, Diamond Heart Libra. When you focus on what's wrong or what's lacking here, it perpetuates your sense of emptiness and victimization. So don't let yourself get lost in your loss. Open the lid to your light and let it illuminate your way. There are other opportunities and a greater wealth waiting for you to discover. So again, the nightingale sings in the new day, right? The light is coming. It's within you though first. It comes, like, this is who you are, right? This is within you. You're like, you're so gorgeous. Like, really, I love that. Like the Libra Diamond Heart is, you are, you know, a treasure, and everybody should appreciate that. But you know, if people don't, that's their own business. Something happened, Spotify glitched, and I ended up having to restart it. So you've got this other song as well, Find You Again. I'll put it in the description box down below, but it's funny that I was talking about Libra's Diamond Heart, and then you've got this kind of like disco ball heart. But let's get you a song to close out this reading. So can I get a song, please, to close out Libra's reading before I lose time?
It's summertime.
It's summertime. Cat Deluna, 9 lives. If you haven't got 9 lives, this is Whine Up, by the way. My video cut out 22 seconds. So yeah, just yeah, 9 lives. You're gonna keep going. You've got this, Libra. You've absolutely got this. You know, you are definitely on your way to becoming an empress. All right, I do hope that was helpful to you. All those songs will be in the description box down below. Take care, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye, Libra.